here's answering that question. So I bought a bunch of these. Actually, I exactly remember where I was when I got these. It was at the Walmart across from Tanger Outlets down in North Myrtle Beach. Because I remember as soon as I saw the Gas Monkey car I was about to do, I was like, well, there's another one. I don't know exactly. This color right here, the blue, it's a 2023, and the darker blue in the corner is 2022. So whenever I made that previous video about the blueprint one, this is a 2023 car, just to make this whole thing straight and clear. So we have clearly new for 2023, and that color right there will also tell you it's 2023. The darker blue is 2022 up here. So now I can remember. I need to write that down somewhere. Maybe I'll just keep this card. All right, so this is a Honda to a CB750. I think it's time for me to retire for the day. Cafe. It's a Hot Wheels Moto, number 4 out of 5. I like that motorcycle. I hope they make that one right there. All right, so it's just your basic. I swear I had one just like this when I was a kid. Right before I was at driving age, I used to drive a motorcycle around my neighborhood some, and then I got to use the station wagon to, like Chris, my neighbor Chris, who lived down closer to the lake. This is back when I lived at the lake. I would drive. He would just, like, mine was the house was way closer to the bus stop than his. They couldn't come in our neighborhood, so I would drive him down to, not on this. I drove him in the station wagon down to his house to get more experience, and then we'd watch cartoons because he had a satellite dish before we got one. Anyway, so you're like, yay, I get to know all the history of you. Who cares? So looking on the back, we have the Honda blah, 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 blah again. Oh, see, 1969. So I probably could have had this particular bike. I mean, it does look a lot familiar, except mine was not that color. But it definitely looks like the one I used to have when I was a kid, or teenager or whatever. But this was made in Japan, which is not a big deal. It's made by Honda, which, you know, Honda's made in Japan. Custom built for Hot Wheels, in the Hot Wheels garage. This cool ride rips through the village with tuned carb motor, performance exhaust, cafe racer handlebars, and a new mag. But, you know, if my dad could remember things, I would ask him what my motorcycle was. But he would have known this about 5 years ago, but he wouldn't have a clue now. He wouldn't even like, you know, a motorcycle. I don't remember that. He probably doesn't remember I had jet skis either. My brother and I used to ride jet skis all the time. They need to make jet skis. That would be awesome. All right. Do they? Hey, comment below if you know if they made jet skis for these. We have dream bikes with two-wheeled favorites. I love motorcycles. My dad had a motorcycle when I was a kid. I used to ride with him. He used to ride down to, like, right now in Myrtle Beach. I'm going to try this on tomorrow. So this week is the second Bikers week, which, anyway, I don't, if you're from here, you understand it. It's not, I'm not going to go into it. If you're not from here, you have no idea, so I'm not going to say anything. There's 2 different Bikers weeks, and there's a reason for it, and I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, man, is this the paint coming off of it? Something just flaked off in my fingers. It feels like it was paint. Like, my fingers got something all over it, and then it blew over here. Well, that's bad if this has already got paint coming off, but it could be because this has been in my car, and my car gets like to 117 degrees at least in the sun. I try to put windshield things, but anyway. All right, just looking at the wheels on it and seeing how nice and sturdy they are, or not so sturdy. It's got the original number on there. So this is HKJ J49, and it's the same one. So this is the original. This is the first printing of these. So if they did this in a different color, it would have the same number on here, of course, a different number on here. All right, so nice. I'm glad I got a hold of this. So the thing is that these are great to put your, like, Halo Mega Constructs figures on, or your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or your He-Man figures on. I don't have any of those handy, but they look pretty cool in here. You can't really put Lego figures on because Legos can't straddle that right there. Their legs don't come apart, like, to the sides. So there's not much I can do as far as pull it for you. I could try. Well, there comes more paint off of it, I guess. Yeah, see, it won't because it's only 2 wheels and it's not going to stay up. It stayed up that time, actually. Okay, that's just weird. That kickstand right there is really working. Okay, as long as you don't let it roll to the other side like that. That's weird. I guess they made the kickstand just so you can roll it and play with it. But another thing is, if you put your figure on there and want to put him on display, you can have a kickstand and not to worry about it just, falling off. Well, did you guys pick up one of these? And what do you do with these? Because they are definitely not, the one thing that drives me crazy, and yeah, I've played with them so long, it doesn't really bother me anymore. These two are not in the same scale. So if this is 164, this is clearly not 164. If this was a 164 as well, and these were on the same road, there's no way you're going to accidentally run into one of these. And that's why they make the motors so loud on motorcycles, is what I was told. And I know somebody's going like, BS, blah, blah, blah. Hey, look, you can believe what you want to believe. That's just what I was told. All right, so, and they don't come with figures on top of them. I swear when I was a kid, they had little plastic figures on top of them. Maybe it was something else. But now, that's good, though, because I don't have to worry about it, because I want to put my own figures on there. What? I can't believe it. It's flaking paint. Anyway, so y'all have a great day. And if you're down here at Myrtle Beach for Biker Week, let me know. Comment below. I'm always curious if anybody's actually down here for Biker Week. Look at that. There's smudges. So it's not just, it's in the package too. So if you were here last week for Biker Week, there was a different Biker Week last week. Basically, to make it easier to say, last week's Biker Week was more for the Harley types, and this week is more for like this type right here, and this week is for the Ninja type bikes like this, the more Japanese type bikes, not the more traditional type motorcycles. All right, have a great day, and again, comment below if you did go to Biker Week.